Make no mistake, you will come across that time when you want to unalive somebody. I want you to think during those times. Think about your family. Think about your friends. Think about your children. Who's going to raise them? Who's going to be there for them? Who's going to love them? Because no one can love your children like you do. No one can nurture your child like you can. So please be mindful that during this journey of pain, that you will go through a period of deep thought, deep dark thought, that you will have to emerge from in order to be productive. See, like in school, they teach you about history and math and literature, but they don't teach you how to deal with emotional trauma and how that can scar you and how that can shape you. So I enter into the lowest point of my existence when my son is kidnapped from me. And at the time I was in a relationship, and you'll know, that's another thing, you'll know what's for you and what's not for you, because the relationship I was in, it was so destructive. And it wasn't on like me being destructive, but I feel like the person that I was with was a physical manifestation of the destruction that was happening within myself, to the point where like things started to break. I lost a lot of, I had no job. I lost my job. It was just not a good experience, but it helped me understand that when you're going through some kind of emotional trauma and you're holding it in, don't be around folks. Especially if you're a person that can manifest things physically. Because when I tell you, like, my spirit kept on calling out and crying out and saying, oh, this person gotta go. This person gotta go. This gotta go. We ain't doing this. No. Listen, your higher self is always trying to speak to you. So, I'm alone now. I get rid of the guy and I'm alone, and I have to deal with my own thoughts, feelings, and emotions when it came to life, because I just felt like I was losing the game of life and I didn't know how to play. So I started to pray, and things started to show up in my life. And oh no, the first time I had gone through a spiritual awakening was through this lady called Ma'at. She does hair. She's from New York. She started out doing hair, and then she started to turn into a spiritual leader, and she kind of called me out because she did a ritual, and I did the ritual. And mind you, I was terrified when I did this ritual, because I didn't know what was about to happen, or what we were doing, or but I knew I was at my wit's end, and I knew that I was down to try anything. So I did. And during this, when I said the words and did the thing, Like when I tell you, like I could feel all of my chakras, even my chakra in my hand right now. I could feel all of my chakras turning, turning on and doing something and going down. Like I'm forever grateful because I'd rather be awake than asleep. And don't get me wrong, there's levels to this. Wakeness, wokeness, whatever you want to call it, spirituality. And not everybody's playing at the same level. Not everybody's playing the same game. Sometimes you have to realize that some people are playing the game of trying to impress others. Some are playing the game of trying to be in the most relationship. They have relationship goals that they have. Others, they're trying to prove that they can be in a relationship. So whatever game that you're playing, make sure that you realize that there will always be karma just by the way that you treat others, just from your intentions. Some are playing the game of, I can do things better than you. Some are playing the game of, I look better than you. Others are playing the game of, I have more money than you. Everyone's playing the game of, the grass is greener on the other side. And why do I say all of these things of these games? Because when you're playing these games, realize that just by the nature of it, somebody's gonna lose. Somebody's gonna feel pain. And it's what you do with that pain that really counts. Do you internalize it, become bitter, start magnetizing more of that pain towards you, start attracting more of that dysfunction towards you? Or do you grow? Do you learn? Do you overcome? Do you realize? Do you understand that all of this pain is here to teach you something? And don't get it twisted. You can do all the self-help and all the self-improvement that you want. There will always be haters. There will always be a lesson to be learned. There are levels to this. And once you start to understand that, hey, the devil just be working. Discontent, dysfunctional people, they're not working on themselves. So why are you going to waste energy on somebody who's coming after you because of how you are or who you are, knowing that they're not taking any time to figure out who themselves are? Like, why would you do that? Why would you waste that precious energy? Why would you waste that precious time to waste on someone else? Sometimes people need to address a lot of the time, be on guard, have boundaries, but know when it's time to stop and start reflecting. And I feel like that is when the pain becomes unbearable, is when you need to stop and start to reflect and start to see things as they truly are. They're like little ants, little baby ants here. You also have to understand that people are not going to understand. People are not going to get why you're distancing yourself. People are not going to get why you've gone quiet. People are not going to, people are going to feel offended by your change because everybody wants everything to stay the same. But it never does. And once you start transmuting the pain, you start to realize that the person that caused you turmoil, the person that caused you this pain, you've outgrown them. you've unlocked something. You've realized something that they have yet to realize, that there is a way out. You don't have to chase. You don't have to pull people down to pull yourself up. I feel like we're growing out of that age where people used to mishandle, mistreat, abuse, neglect, and trample people emotionally, physically, financially to better themselves. I feel like those people are going to start feeling the weight of their actions and what they've done and what they have attracted in their lives. Just like how good times can teach you things, bad times and the anguish that comes with that can teach you things as well. Again, a lot of people are not going to care or relate or even consider your situation, your circumstances, your mental health, any of that when it comes to your pain. And depending on the degree of pain that you've gone through, you're going to start realizing that a lot of people have had it easy just by the way that they act or react to what you're going through and how and who and the circumstances. And if you've seen the movie on Netflix, Straw, then you know that that's either you or that could have been you. And the only reason why I have come through this pain and still have my soul intact, my mental capacity intact, is just because I am extremely strong-willed. But not to fear. You're feeling hopeless. You're feeling despair. It's okay, you're allowed. But you ain't allowed to stay there. And once you start really taking or investing or investigating into your life's purpose, you start to realize that all the things that you have gone through have led up to this exact moment right here. Purpose. But still, a lot of people have a hard time finding purpose. Not realizing that you might have to go outside. You might have to live some life. But let us not stray from the topic.